Okay guys, so here's a short video kind of demonstrating the drawing that we're working on right now. You need a sheet of paper, a ruler, and a pencil. You're going to start by drawing 5 diagonal lines that all intersect at the very same point. It doesn't really matter where you put them. I like to space them kind of evenly, but just 5 diagonal lines that all intersect at the very same point on your paper. After you have those lines drawn, you're going to label each section and you're going to alternate 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. And for today, we're just going to deal with the sections that are marked with a 1. Don't worry about the 2s, just the 1s. In every section that has a 1, you are going to draw very high arching curves, like an upside down U shape. The curve needs to be very pronounced, like a very steep curve. If you make the flat curves, the drawing won't work out very well. So only in the sections marked 1, you're going to draw those high arching curves, probably 2 or 3 in each section, just depending on where you put that point of intersection. Like that determines how big those sections are. So those high arching curves in the sections marked 1. After you have all of those curves drawn, we're going to start shading. If you were here Friday in class, we did a little value chart. So you're going to start by making a very dark value beside the diagonal line, and then let that get lighter as you go towards the middle of the stripe. So your dark value is on the diagonal line, and then as you move towards the center of the stripe, you're going to make the value lighter. And you can do that by pressing more lightly on your pencil. You might need to use your eraser to erase down the middle a little bit. You can blend your shading. Some of you took a paper stump, a blender on Friday. If you have one of those, you can use it. If you don't have a blending stump, you can blend with your finger. Just make sure you wipe it off or you're going to get fingerprints on your paper. You can also blend with a paper towel, like wrapped around your finger. But the blending stump will help you make the shading like very gradual. So dark shading right on the edge of the stripe, and then lighter as it goes towards the middle. And we're shading 1, skipping 1, shading 1, skipping 1. On the sections that we're working on right now, the sections that are marked with a 1, we will always start shading on that section that is in the very middle. So you'll shade the first one, skip the second one, shade the third one, skip the fourth one, and so on. And you'll do that in every single one of the sections that's marked with a 1 where we have the curves drawn today. There's a picture, just a still picture of what your paper should look like at the end of class today. If you don't have this sheet of paper, you could use any paper you have at home to go ahead and get caught up. But let's try super hard to have all of this first set of shading done when you come to class on Tuesday, or when you're in class on Tuesday, even if that's a day that you're not here in person. Then there is a picture of what your paper should look like when you have all this done. If you have any questions, you can ask me on this video. You can ask me in Google Classroom. You can send me an email. If you have any questions about what you're supposed to be doing, please, please, please ask. If you have a question about some other class, ask. We'll figure it out one way or the other. So don't forget to look at the picture, and that will help you figure out exactly what your paper should look like at the end of your work time today. All right, have a good day, guys.